What's going on, people? Well, I had another issue with the truck. Uh, my transmission seal was leaking, so I did not want to post this video until I made sure that it was working. So this is what I did, people. I went to O'Reilly's and found me a copper seal. Now, my transmission was leaking. It was leaking from the seal, which is right there, all that right there, all that. Let me show you guys from far. And then up here, up there, it was also leaking. And I just like added on some parts just to be safe, because as you guys can see, my transmission's all wet, the bottom of it. So I decided to seal it. It costs a pretty penny to drop the transmission, so I did not want to do that. So this is why I went and did this. But so far so good, people. So far so good. If you guys see it, it's a sealer. It's a sealer, and it'll hold with the heat. I've had it on for about a week, and not a week, 2 days. 2 days. I'm sorry, 2 days. And so far so good. I mean, there's no leaks on it. It's still a little. It looks wet, I guess, but the main drip that I used to have was right here, and it would come down to here, which was not good. So that's what I did. I went to O'Reilly's and I got me some copper seal to put all around the transmission, the seal, and so far it's been pretty good. I cannot complain. So if you have a transmission that is leaking, I mean, it's a fix for a little bit. I'm not saying it's gonna fix your problem forever. There's my new clutch. Doesn't look new anymore. It looks old. So dirty in there already. But yeah, that's what I did. I went to O'Reilly's and got me this copper seal. You pretty much have to put it on like a bundle. Right here on the sides where I was able to put my finger, I just used my finger and I just caked it in there. In here, which is a real hard spot to get into, right here, what I used the zip tie. I just put it on the zip tie and then I just rubbed the zip tie through it because the gap is so narrow. But the rest, whatever I can do with my finger, I did with my finger. Check that out. I don't know if it was leaking from there, but it was wet there and wet down here, so I ended up putting some right there. And then this one, when I did a transmission fluid change, I stripped this bolt, but my dumb butt ended up putting the same bolt back instead of going to get a new one. So I ended up putting a copper seal on there as well. And yeah, it's holding pretty good. It is holding pretty good. The guy from O'Reilly also told me this is just a temporary fix. It's not gonna fix my problem. Eventually, it's gonna start leaking again. But again, to drop this puppy right here, this transmission, is gonna cost a pretty penny. So right now, I'm not trying to spend no money. So that's what I did. I did it's called copper seal, and it's holding pretty good. It is holding pretty good, if I should say so myself. Again, my main leak was like right here somewhere. because I could see the drip coming down this wall, and then it was coming into here. But it worked for me. Don't know if it's gonna work for you guys, but it did work for me, which was not bad. That was my main leak, right there somewhere in there, and the gap is real narrow. So for you guys that are looking for a temporary fix, I would suggest I would suggest you look into it. Do some research before you put it on your truck. But that did work for me. So I hope if you're having that problem, you look into that instead of paying all kinds of money to get that seal replaced. If you don't have the money, I would say do some research and try to find a sealer that'll seal your transmission with the sealer. Right now, I'm at a homie's yard. I'm gonna give me some work right now, so I just thought I'd make this video. Hopefully this video will help somebody out. I'm not saying to do it. Do some research. That's what worked for me. The sealer is called copper something, and the paste is like a reddish orange. You guys see the color. All right, people. If you're out there driving, drive safe, be safe. We'll see you guys in our next video.